welcome to the replay, because no one's here yet, so they won't see it live. But we're live.
We are.
And if you're hearing this, you're watching it later.
I wouldn't put it past some of our fans to be watching it live right now.
Already? Within moments of me pressing the go live button?
It's possible.
It would be impressive. They would have to be literally sitting on the page waiting for us to start it, which I guess is not out of the realm of possibility. They know what time we start this shit.
Exactly.
You're right.
See? Alec and Tom are both here.
Well, they're here now, but were they here then?
Josh says, fuck you, I'm here.
Okay.
So, there you have it.
Hi, guys. I need to get a buffer ready. Oh. And of course, Sean waited until right now to make dinner.
Yep,
so there's just a lot
of like
rustling
noise.
And beeping and booping in a few minutes in the background.
It's a bonus for the pre-show.
It's not a bonus. It's the opposite of a bonus. It's
Nobody
a
wants it.
flaccidus.
Bonus.
It's a flaccidus. Oh my God, so much rustling. I'm going to beat you with the packaging, which means it probably won't hurt very much, but that's okay. Oh, man. Guys in the chat, how are you? Oh, Lord, I'm so confused, missing all kinds of things. There we go.
What are you missing?
Oh, I'm just like, I keep clicking on the wrong things and not being able to find things, and I'm just very confused. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off right now.
You're actually sitting, so.
In the digital world, I am sprinting, like so much cardio.
Well,
I wish I could get cardio from doing things in the digital realm, because I'd be skinny as fuck.
Yeah. That would be, yeah. Oh, I have too many windows open. Now I've lost things.
Yeah, that's my other problem, is I've just got too much, and I don't have any place to put my wine. This was a bad idea. That's a bad idea. If you were a stable surface, you would be a bookshelf. I guess I could have put it right there. That was dumb. Shh. Now I can't even forget it's there, because I can literally see it.
Hopefully Wolverine doesn't steal it.
Yeah, Logan, leave my wine alone. Why is Spider-Gwen not facing this way? There we go. Shut up. Oh, that reminds me of a thing that I need to put onto the show notes before we get started. Is anyone talking in the chat, Amanda?
Yes.
Are they saying anything interesting?
Josh says, Logan drinks beer. Jeez, fake nerds. And Tom says, I hope that wine came out of a box. It did.
It super did.
Yeah. You know it did.
Yes, okay, sorry. That took me so long to find the show notes that I forgot what I was going to put in the show notes. Okay. Okay, let's load up a buffer and oh, Tom ordered pizza. So jealous. I rolled into my apartment complex today and they were selling, there's this place called Picasso's here, and I've never had their pizza, but sometimes in the summer they'll set up at the entrance to our apartment complex and sell just ready-made pizzas for $5. I assume they have like just like cheese and pepperoni and sausage.
Probably, yeah.
And yeah, so they just have piles of like those warming bags full of pizza, and they were set up today, and I was like, do not stop and get pizza. Do not stop and get pizza. Do not stop and get pizza. It's really difficult. But I was able to ignore the siren's call.
Lilith?
Yeah. No, Maya's. Let's see. Amanda, do you have GarageBand open?
Yep.
Okay. There's one. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. That's okay. I can get to it still. Where did it go? Shit, I lost it.
Alex said, no parking lot bread and no parking lot pizza? What the heck?
Listen, I'm fine with this parking. Well, I was fine with the parking lot bread too, but I was fine with the parking lot bread. I'm super fine with this parking lot pizza because I know where it came from, and that is fine. I just need to not eat pizza right now. Because Gen Con, you guys.
Because Gen Con.
Okay. Those are done. Now I just need to share to the Dork Pride worldwide. Amanda, did you watch this Lin-Manuel Hamilton cover? I'm sorry, not Lin-Manuel. Weird Al Hamilton cover?
No, I saw
I know. I saw the link and I was at work and didn't have headphones plugged in, and then I forgot to watch it for like 3 days.
I'd seen it and was not in a place where I could watch it and forgot about it until you just brought it up just now.
Oh, noes. Oh, noes. My link didn't work. God bless America. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just not killing it right now. Did the Twitter link work? Doop, doop, doop. Come on. The Twitter link worked. That's weird. Okay.
That is weird.
Okay, back to buffer. Okay, let's go get the link again. If I can find it. There it is. Ah, that looks like it's going to work this time. Sheared. Paul Sheared. Josh, I will drink my boxed wine. Thank you very much. Wine from a box. Okay. Now I'm opening GarageBand. Come on. Come on. Open recent. Nope, I want a new one. Hey, Amanda, are you still there? Amanda, did I lose you?
Nope, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay, good. Cool. Okay. I opened GarageBand and then I lost GarageBand. I am killing it. There we go.
Doing real good.
Yeah. Life is hard, you guys. I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm going to save this file. What is today? Dear Lord, I don't know.
The 28th.
Is it the 28th?
Yep. Tis.
And this is... Okay. Desktop. Yay, okay. Okay, Amanda, are you ready to click the record button?
No, because none of my windows will come up now.
Oh,
I'm
great.
just looking at my desktop. I mean, everything's open. It's just
not working. Holy crap. Alec is going to Indianapolis this weekend for the Pokemon International Tournament. That'd be crazy. He's competing. Amanda, I see your impressed face over there.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Peter's
think
like just crapping out on me.
There you go. Yeah, you look slow and laggy. Do you want to restart before we start recording?
I think so, because it is running really loud and
yeah,
laggy.
I've been having some issues lately. If you have Google Chrome and you have things open in it, close them. Definitely go ahead and restart, but just close everything out of Google Chrome. It has these weird things called Google helpers that run in the back, or Chrome helpers, something like that. It will steal all of your power and just make your computer run hot and fast and slow everything down.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Okay, I'm going to restart everything real quick.
Okay. So, people in the chat, let's talk while she's gone. Let's have coffee talk. Or box wine talk. What interesting things did you guys do this week? We're about to talk about what we did, but I want to know what you guys did or are doing, such as Alec going to participate in a Pokemon tournament, which is crazy. I didn't know that shit was still happening, but I guess of course it is with like the renewed love of Pokemon thanks to Pokemon Go and Pokemon Sun and Sky, I guess I should not be surprised by this. Sun and Moon, not Sun and Sky. What am I saying? Dumb. Sometimes I can't think while I talk. Talk about Amanda. I'm not talking about Amanda, Justin. She's not here to defend herself from all the horrible things I would say about her. And that's just not fair. Okay. I wish that I could do a puppet show for you, because that's what Amanda does when I leave. But I'm no good at puppets. Oh yeah, Magikarp Jump. Everyone is playing this dumb game, where literally all you have is Magikarp, and all you do is jump. It's crazy. Yeah, Justin, you're just a horrible person. You want me to talk about Amanda specifically because she can't respond. That's horrible. Whoa, tournament capped out. Pokemon tournament capped out this year, you guys. That's serious. I'm not doing a one-man musical either. That's not happening. No. But I can have a little one-man dance party with no music. No? Okay, no. Tom, you maxed out on Magikarp Jump? I didn't even know you could stop. Like, I didn't know there was an end to that game. I didn't know you could beat it. This is mind-blowing, actually. My coworker loves Magikarp Jump, although he hasn't been playing lately. He was playing nonstop a couple of weeks ago. But he is, yeah, he didn't tell me you could max out. So, what is the cap? What's the magic cap? Shut up. Oh man, this lag, not like bad lag, but like just the difference between when you guys hear me versus when I said a thing, it's killing me. I've been streaming on Mixer, and they have this like faster than light streaming. So I think it's faster than light. It's FTL. I'm pretty sure that's it. But so the streaming is like milliseconds behind actual real life. And so you're seeing it really quickly. You're able to respond really quickly. I would see it sooner, but there's so much gap here that it's like we can't actually have a conversation. And I really enjoy that Mixer's kind of changing that game, which is great. It's pretty great. Tom, level 63 trainer. Looping the expert league 3 now. I don't know what that means. I got the 63 trainer, level 63. But is level 63 the cap? That seems like a weird number to stop at. Yes, the delay, Josh. That is what I mean. The delay is killing me. Alec, you can definitely find us on Mixer. Yenzer and I both have channels. Amanda just signed up the other night so she could watch me and give me feedback on whether or not there was feedback, actually. So that's, but yeah, it's been really great. And I think we're going to start utilizing that more. We may move the podcast over to Mixer. I'm not sure about that yet. But we're going to be kind of testing the waters over there and see how we feel about it. I'm not even sure we can broadcast on Mixer yet, so. And yes, Josh, if we started doing Twitch more delay. Yeah, and I just feel like Twitch is oversaturated, whereas Mixer is like established but still new. And if we went over to Twitch, we'd just be lost. Whereas Mixer's very similar, but like I said, there's just not as much shit to wade through. So I like the idea of kind of jumping into Mixer while it's still like just getting going. So I don't know. I mean, I've broadcast on Twitch a little bit before, and it's just, you know, nothing special. I mean, nothing special compared to Mixer. Tom says that, yes, level 63 is the max at the moment. Does anyone else find that that's just like a weird number to stop at? Like, yay, you're level 63. No more. Like, why not 65 at least? Just really weird. Tom, I just keep winning and starting it over and over again. It's like the weirdest, most delightful humble brag, and I love everything about it. I know you're not like bragging. It just sounds like in any other capacity, if we weren't talking about Magic Arp Jump, it would be like, whoa, okay, calm down.
I'm back.
You're back, guys. Amanda's back.
Oh, it's so much better too.
Yeah, it's faster for us as well.
Good. Because, yeah, it just like, I opened GarageBand and it was like, nope, too much stuff. But now, it's gooder.
It's gooder. Yay for gooder.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so would you like to go ahead and hit that record button with me?
Yes.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
You're ready? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Click.
Click. Oh, I have a metronome going. No. Why? How do I turn it off? Oh, God. There it is. Turn it off. Nope. Turn it off. There we go. That was obnoxious. Okay.
So much stuff in the chat.
I know. Yeah, we had quite a little chat while you were gone.
Looks like it.
Okay. All right, we are running late due to technical difficulties. So let's get this shit started.
Okay.
Okay, hang on just a second. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
I am also ready. Hello, and welcome to episode 53 of the Dork Pridecast. My name is Blythe, and on the other side of the webcam is my co-host Amanda. Say hello, Amanda.
Hi.
Together, we make up one half of a nerdcore comedy group called the Damsels of Dorkington, whose main goal is to throw up deuces and to take off with a jetpack. So let's do that, but in like approximately 1 hour. Or less.
Or less.
Or your pizza's free. That's not true. Your pizza's not free. Tom?
No.
You already paid for that pizza. I'm not reimbursing you.
Nope.
Deal with it.
And we're not getting pizza for anybody else. If we don't get pizza, you don't get pizza.
Not a single one of you has sent us pizza or sushi. What's up with that, you guys? Just kidding. We love you.
Maybe someone did. They sent it to your parking lot and you didn't even want it.
It's literally just more parking lot bread, but with toppings this time.
Word.
Amanda.
What?
How has your week been?
Pretty good. I went to a beer festival thingy on Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had a beer tasting today, so.
Well, there we go.
Where was the beer fest?
It was in the kind of river market area, so near the river, that park that's there.
I am familiar with it.
Yeah.
I used to live there, in fact.
In the
Literally,
park?
in that park. I was homeless.
Yeah. That's rough.
No, it's fine. How was it? Was there anything interesting?
Yeah, so it was called the Nano Brew Fest. So it was like all these really tiny, just local breweries or people, kind of. So there was one. It was a chocolate tiramisu stout that was delicious.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
It was.
That's right down my alley.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I like all of those three things a lot. So if you put them together,
yeah, I love a good stout too.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh man, and who made that beer? Do you remember?
It was actually I don't remember the name of the company or whatever, but it's somebody I know that actually made it. Yeah, so
cool. So you can send me some then?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That should be cheap and easy to do.
Totally reasonable.
Yep.
I have a friend who actually, he sends off beer all the time. He has his own little home brewery.
Mm-hmm.
And he just won first place for like his, some kind of like oatmeal milk stout or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. First place in like the national like home brewer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was up against like 300 other beers and took first.
Nice.
Yeah. And I was like, cool, you send your beers off to those competitions and you win them, but you never send me beers.
Right. Just next time,
asshole.
pack an extra box.
Yeah.
My address on it.
Yeah. Is that so hard?
No.
You're already sending it to begin with.
Right.
Just add another package to it. Come on, man. I would even pay for that, but alas.
Yeah. There were also a lot of really good sours. I don't know if you're a fan of sours.
I have recently become a fan of sours. It's a really great summer beer.
Yes. There was a currant mead, like a red currant mead or something that was very sour that was quite nice. But yeah, there are a lot of sours, which I like, as long as they're like, unless it's like straight vinegar, which sometimes there, and you're like, yeah, that's not great.
I mean, listen, you're talking to a girl who used to drink pickle juice straight out the jar, so.
Yeah, but you're gross, so.
Yeah, and there's more out there like me.
Sure.
There are.
I know.
I'm just saying.
They're gross too, though, is the point I was making.
I am offended on behalf of all pickle
Gross
juice
people?
drinkers. No! Whatever. Yeah, we had a beer tasting at work today. A little impromptu thing of a couple different beers and a couple different ciders. I actually was pretty underwhelmed by all of it. The ciders were just generally too dry for me.
I don't think there is such a thing as a cider that's too dry for me.
Ugh, you're gross. See? You're gross.
Nope. The drier, the better.
Ugh, whatever. I don't know. It was, yeah, there were some good ones. But yeah, that's definitely one of the perks of working for a bar. Every once in a while, they'll be like, hey, come taste this beer or try this new food. And it's just
you're like, no, I couldn't possibly. Okay.
But I have invoices to input.
Right.
No thanks.
Such slave drivers.
Yeah, my life is hard, you guys.
Totes.
So yeah, that's really nice. And very proud, did not drink enough that I had to call my fiance to pick me up, because that was when I went down to start the beer tasting. I was like, oh God, is this going to be one of those days where I have to call Sean and be like, honey, can you come get me? Because I can't drive home. But
Yeah.
it was fine. So. But yeah, it was good. And it was fun. And it made me do our Damsel dance.
Damsel dance.
If you're just listening to this later, you are missing out.
Yeah. Because that was a super sexy dance we both were just doing.
It was.
Yep.
It was so sexy, I turned myself on.
Yep.
Everyone watching is fapping right now.
Yep. I'm pretty sure. I'm
100% positive.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear it from way over here. I know.
I know. I'm trying to be quieter, but not really. But
what?
So, okay. I have a question for you and for everyone in the chat and anybody who wants to respond later. So before the beer thing, some of the people that I'd gone with went for pizza beforehand. So I met them kind of like as we were getting ready. I know, more pizza. But anyway, we were there and there was one guy who had left a bunch of the crust on his plate. I was like, hey, like I'm going to steal that crust that like you're not eating because I like crust. And he was like, he said something about it. He goes, I just can't, I've never been able to eat crust since I was a kid because of that whole thing about it giving you curly hair.
What?
Right. So that was my response. And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And somebody else who like grew up in a completely different era, they're like, yeah, I always heard that too. Like that was one of those things that like kind of went around elementary schools or whatever. It was like, if you ate the crust off of anything, apparently, it would give you curly hair. And the table was split about half and half of people who had heard that before and people who had not. And I'm obviously in the had not heard it before. And I'm wondering if that's like really that widespread of a thing. But
yeah, I would actually be interested to know too, because I've never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
At least one person in the chat has already said they've never heard of that before either. And there's number 2 now in the chat. Nobody's ever heard of it.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this later or even watching this later, do us a favor, tweet at us at Dorkington or at Raging_Bunner and at Blythe Renee, whoever you want to tag, that's fine. But hashtag it Dork Pride chat so that we can find it no matter who you tag.
So I just Googled crust curly hair. And
it's got to be there. Cause
it's like, does eating bread crust give you curly hair? Will eating crust make your hair grow curly? Wackiest parenting myths in history. Eating bread crust will give you curly hair.
That sounds
this odd myth isn't much believed anymore, but it used to be considered common knowledge. Like, really? I'd never... Yeah,
that's crazy.
But, yeah, so it's like... Not something that... It's not like they were just, hey, this would be a funny joke that we're all... Like, because it wasn't funny. But, like, one of the guys grew up in England, and then the other, like, one of the people grew up somewhere here in the U.S., and, like, it's just, and there was, like, I think there were 2 or 3 people from the U.S., like, it was just people from kind of
all
everywhere.
Over, yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, it's only people that grew up in this small area or whatever. Like, it was something that people had heard of before, but I'd never had.
That's so interesting.
So, yeah, no one in the chat has heard that before. So I'm not sure how common it is. Common enough that there were, at a table of 10 people that at least 3 or 4 of them had heard that.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I've ever heard about crust is I've heard parents tell their kids that, like, all the nutrients are in the crust to try and get them to eat the crust.
Yeah, that's not a way to get kids to eat something.
Yeah, I know. That's always what I thought, too. I was like, kids don't give a shit. In fact, that might be off-putting to them.
Right. They'd be like, oh, like vegetables? Gross.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though the crust is the best part.
The crust is the best part. I agree.
That's why I like the heel.
Me
Because
too.
it's all crust.
Yep. Yeah, I was always it always gets crunchier. And one of my favorite flavors is crunchy. Burnt
I get
and
that.
Crunchy. I like.
I am right there with you.
So, Tom in the chat says as popular as perms were back in the 80s, you'd think people would want to eat the crust. But
That's a good point.
It makes me wonder if parents weren't telling their kids that in order to get them to eat the crust.
I don't know, because everyone that I talked to, they said it was a bad thing. Like it was you don't want to.
But do you think that's how it started? Was a good thing, and then it flipped in when the kids got a hold of it, or when the hairstyles changed?
I have no idea, because I don't know when this. I have no idea when this thing, this myth became a thing that people said.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that now.
I know.
Well, yeah, definitely tweeted us. And I think, Alex suggested we put up a poll on Facebook, and I could do that on Twitter too. So maybe I will. Or maybe, Amanda, maybe you will.
Yeah.
So yeah, go look at those, or just tweet at us and let us know what you think. Hashtag Dork Pride Chat, which I think I'm going to make a new thing. So a way to respond to our Dork Pridecasts easily.
Good idea.
What else did you do? Anything else? Just science?
I watched Glow. Have you seen that?
I haven't. I've heard amazing things, obviously.
It's pretty good.
And we just found out that Alison Brie is in it, which I did not realize until literally today.
Oh, yeah, she's the main character.
Had no idea because I did not recognize her in
because she's made up to look like she's not made up at all. Yeah. So yeah, she looks quite different from Community.
For sure.
Days.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Mark Maron is in it.
I know, yeah. And people are saying this is the best thing they've ever seen Mark Maron in.
It's pretty good. It was a lot of fun.
It's been talked about a lot on Ice Cream Social because Matt is really good friends with one of the girls, and he went to the premiere in LA. So
yeah.
But his wife and one of the girls in the show, I can't tell you which one, I don't know, used to be in and I just think they still do performances sometimes of a comedic musical group called the Apple Sisters. So, and I haven't seen too much from them, but from what I have seen and heard, they're really good. So
yeah.
Don't know how much is out there for them, but if you're so inclined, check it out. I'm sure they got something running around. Tom Glow is the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. It's actually a Netflix series based on that. It's not a documentary, though. Obviously, if Alison Brie is in it, it's a series based.
But yes, but it is Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Yes.
Tom, I can't believe you haven't heard of this. It's the thing right now.
It is pretty new. It only came out a few weeks ago.
Oh, less than. It was a week ago. But yeah, I feel like everybody's been talking about it. I've been seeing it everywhere. Anything else that you've been watching?
Not watching, but I've been listening to a podcast called There's No Such Thing as a Fish.
I know not what this is.
So are you familiar with the show? It's a British quiz show called QI with Stephen Fry. Yeah. So it's the people that do the research for that show that look up all the crazy stuff. It's a podcast from them. So they're just talking about usually there's 4 people. And it's here's the most interesting facts we all learned this past week. And so they'll start talking about it, and then, like because they all know just the most crazy random bullshit facts about everything. But they're also really funny, so it's pretty good. But it's very British, and it's funny because I'm learning some weird pronunciation. Like, of certain words that like we say differently from Brits.
Garage is my favorite.
Yes. Like, that's one that I feel like people know, and like Jaguar and things like that. But so there have been some that I have not heard pronounced the way that, like, so they kept saying geezer, which is geyser. Like, we say geyser, but they say geezer.
Interesting.
Yes. And lasso instead of lasso, lasso.
Huh.
Yeah. Like, but that's okay. But
That's
there's always a it's one of those, like, here's a weird thing that they call tic-tac-toe knots and crosses.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I hadn't heard that one before either, because it's not something that often comes up in conversation.
Yeah, right?
So.
I love when Trevor says on The Daily Show, whenever he says controversy, it's controversy.
Yes.
It just makes me laugh every time. Like, I don't know why, it just tickles me. But it does.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds really interesting. That podcast sounds...
It is. It's like...
How long is it?
They're not that long.
Okay.
Like, each individual one, I feel like, is maybe half an hour.
Okay. I could definitely work into my rotation.
Yeah. Because I feel like they just go really fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good and very funny, and it's not like you have to listen in order if you don't want to, and you can listen to something else and come back and, wait, what was going on? Because there's no story. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So besides drinking beer, what have you been up to?
I have been losing the window with my show notes, for starters. There it is. I've been playing some video games, which has been delightful, but also just like a nightmare to try and work in all the shit I have to get done.
Yes. But you have to have time for fun things too.
I know, but shit's gotta get done.
I know.
Anyway, but
you were streaming last night.
I did. I streamed, and Amanda came in to test out some things and give us feedback about our feedback.
Stuck around and watched because I like watching people play video games. And I was just like, oh, this is actually something I could totally get into, just watching.
And Borderlands is so great, and the humor is so right down our alley. So, you didn't get to see too much of it last night, but yeah, the main villain, and especially in the beginning, is just he's like, we were realizing he's like Negan. Are you watching The Walking Dead?
No, I gave up on it.
Right.
I got bored.
Well, yeah, Negan is this very like, he's a horrible, horrible person, but he's always like laughing and being like, that is fucked up, and just he's like a very jovial asshole.
Those are the worst kinds.
You mispronounced best.
I don't think I did. But anyway.
But Handsome Jack is very much the same way, and he's very snarky, and it's just, I like I said, the humor is right down our alley. There's lots of profanities and blue, just inappropriateness, which is what I love. That's what I do.
Yep.
Also, this is a game that you could get into, I bet. I don't know what platforms it's available on other than Xbox, but I started playing this game called The Turing Test, which obviously is sort of, it's
Did it tell you that you're a robot?
It did not. And I don't want to tell you anything about it because that's what I assumed in the beginning. And you find out that's not quite what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to figure it out the way that I did because it was really fun going, wait, am I a robot? Maybe I'm not a robot. Wait, but I am not. Wait, I don't understand. Anyway, it was a fun little journey until I was like, oh, I see what's going on here. So unless they flip on me again, which who knows. Also, it's very Portal-esque.
I was going to say that kind of sounds like it, especially you're not quite sure, but yeah.
It's very Portal-esque, and the whole idea, I can tell you this is, the whole idea is that, like, you have to get to these people that have hidden themselves away and are keeping robots out by setting up all these tests that robots shouldn't be able to pass. So it's like they've created a bunker that's surrounded by like tests, so the robots can't get to them. It's really interesting. So
apparently it's available on PC and Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
It's a good game. I picked it up on sale for $6.
Nice.
It's worth it. There's a little bit of repetition, but I suppose there was in Portal as well.
I was going to say any sort of puzzle game there usually is because that's how they teach you the mechanics of the game. So,
and there's only so much you can do within the confines of the storyline that they've created. But they do seem to be throwing new things as I progress. And I've played it for a couple hours now, and I don't even think I've finished the 3rd chapter, and I think that there's like 8 or 10 chapters. So
nice. It's
definitely worth the money. So if you see it on sale, and Steam's sale I think is still going on, so I don't know if this is one of those that was on the Steam sale. It was on an Xbox sale that I don't know if that's going on still either. But
well, I don't have an Xbox One,
right?
So that doesn't do me any good. But I will definitely look at Steam.
But it might do other people some good.
Yeah, but I don't care about other people.
That's fair. You don't have to care about them. Guys, I care about you.
I know, I do too. Looks like it's available on Steam for $8, or the collector's edition for $10, or the upgrade pack for $4, which I assume is
like DLC, extra levels or something. But I don't know how you would.
Yeah, I mean,
from what I've seen of the game so far, it's like, how would you incorporate? I'm sure they found a way.
Oh, yeah, it is DLC. So but still, $8 isn't bad.
Yeah, it's really reasonable. So, what else have I been doing?
Butt stuff?
No, still not a thing that I do.
Oh, what was the thing that you wrote down last minute that you were going to talk about?
Guys, I am so excited. Okay, so if you're familiar with Spider-Gwen, damn it, music's in the way. Spider-Gwen, my love. Robbie Rodriguez is the artist. He did this art back here. And he is wonderful. I love him. And he's retiring from comics very soon. And about a year ago, when he announced his retirement, he said that the last thing he was going to do on his way out was create Gwenom. Which, yeah, so you've probably done the math already, but for anybody who hasn't, it's Gwen Stacy as Venom.
Yeah.
And so this was announced, it might have been more than a year ago at this point. It was a really long time ago, and I was so excited about it. I was excited about having a darker Gwen Stacy. So I immediately was like on board, and then I didn't hear anything. Just disappeared. I asked comic shops a couple times. I was like, have you heard anything? Do you know anything? And they were like, I didn't even hear it to begin with. So no. And And then Jason Latour, my savior, tweeted a couple days ago that it's official and it's finally happening. Gwenum is coming. I guess there's like a Venomverse happening as well and simultaneously. So that'll be interesting. I don't get too far into anything outside of Spider-Gwen, but
You might.
yes. And Josh in the chat points out that I am probably looking forward to the Gwenum hoodie. You don't even know that, like, that's like at least 70% of the reason that I wanted a Gwenum, because I love my Spider-Gwen hoodie, but it is largely white, and white is bad. White, like, I have to, whenever I, like, at least once a month, I have to go get like a stain remover stick and just cover the cuffs.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Which are white.
Right.
In stain remover, and I have to let it sit for an hour before I wash it. I can't tell you what I've spilled on that thing. I love that Spider-Gwen hoodie with all my heart, but I really want one
that's not
black.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that won't show every bit of dust and everything else that you've
exactly
come in contact with.
So I really, really, really hope that the fans will embrace Gwenum. And
at least long enough for them to make hoodies.
Yeah, exactly. But Spider-Gwen has done really well. And there's also Gwenpool out there, but I haven't paid too much attention to that. So anyway, I'm excited about this one though. I'm real excited. And oh, I did have one question for anyone listening because no one responded on Twitter, despite me putting it on the Damsel chat or the Damsel Twitter and my own personal Twitter. Amanda, I just recently learned about these things called tweet chats.
Okay.
And it's what inspired the hashtag Dork Pride chat. Hashtag?
Mm-hmm.
The hashtag. I'm an idiot. You guys know what I mean. Shut up. Wine in a box.
Yes.
Down my belly. Yeah, but apparently there are these like chats going on Twitter for like usually like an hour at a time from a set time to a set time, and there's a hashtag used and people are just conversing, and there's like special websites and apps that will help you keep track of these streams that are coming through. And it looks really cool, and I'm really interested in like getting involved in sometime and kind of checking it out. And the problem is I can't find any that are like nerd based. And so I'm just trying to figure out if anybody knows any Twitter chats out there. Let me know. And don't Google it and send me a link to like those Twitter chat aggregates, because let me tell you, those have Twitter chats on there that have been defunct for years, and I cannot wade through all the bullshit to find the ones that are still alive. So
interesting.
But if anyone out there has better Google foo than I do, please give a girl a hand, because I can't find jack shit. So if you happen to stumble across it, maybe you don't know now, but you know, later on, let me know.
Oh, this was that thing that
exactly
stuff.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm really interested in seeing how that works and all that nonsense. Do we have any news? Damsel news? We do have Damsel news.
We do. We have a bunch of new shirts.
Yeah, we do.
In our TeePublic store.
Yeah. If you guys haven't been to the TeePublic store recently, definitely go take a look. You can go to dorkpride.com and just click on merch. It's the easiest way to get there. Last week, we had a fun battle with HBO, but that's okay, because we used the wrong hashtag. Oh well. We put in 2 new shirts that will not make sense to you when you see them. I mean, outside of them being hilarious, which obviously they are. But you won't know where they came from. However, if you come to see our end Game of Thrones show at Gen Con, you will understand. All will be revealed about why there are attention whore and regular old whore shirts, which are so great, and I need people to buy one and wear them with a friend. Like, I need it. I need it real bad.
Yeah.
And I haven't put it in our merch store yet because I'm scared of HBO still. But Amanda made a really cool Clegane Bowl shirt that we're going to get up soon. It's technically online, and they haven't pulled it yet, so I feel like we could probably go ahead and add it. But I was mostly just waiting until we get our...
It's up in our store.
It is?
On TeePublic. Yeah, I'm looking at the page right now, and it's there.
That's so strange. Are you signed in?
Yes.
That's why.
So maybe... Oh, okay.
It's in our storefront, but it's not in our merch store.
Ah.
But I'm about to move it in there. Because I think that if HBO was going to try and pull it down again, they would have already done it.
It's not... It should be fine.
It should, yeah. Well, let's find out.
Yes.
All right, it's in our storefront now. So, guys, go to dorkpride.com, click on merch, and see the brand new Get Hype Clegane Bowl. If you know what that is, you'll get it. And if you don't know what that is, you should probably look it up before you come see our End Game of Thrones show. It's real weird. Regardless, I am super excited about that design. And some of our other designs. I'm just excited about TeePublic lately, man. Amanda.
Yeah?
What other news is there? Anything else from Damsels?
There's news from one damsel.
There is?
Yep.
But this is backwards. I'm supposed to go first. It's fine. Read your letter. I don't care.
I meant Jeff.
Oh.
You said news. You're real dumb today. You need to stop drinking.
Hey,
it makes you dumb.
Do you see this in my hand?
Uh-huh.
It's mostly gone.
It is.
Drunk Pridecast, guys. Accidental Drunk Pridecast again. Surprise.
These things happen.
Okay, fine. We'll do the news. According to Jeff. Oh, hi. It's that time of the bastard week again, so let's get into some news. Oh my god, this is long.
Yeah.
How am I going to read all this? Here we go. Remember when I mentioned that Minecraft was going cross-platform, including the Switch? Well, hold on to your nuts. Hey, that excludes those of us who don't have nuts. Because Rocket League is getting added to that conversation as well. Yet another reason I may be looking at snagging a Switch. Sorry, PS4 players, but Sony still refuses to join the party. Wait, why would he get a Switch to play Rocket League? He can play it on his Xbox. It makes no sense. Also, you can play Minecraft on your Xbox. I don't understand. Jeff, you make no sense. Okay, the next news items is Xbox Game Pass will be adding 5 new games each month, further adding to that $10 value, especially if you're new to the console. But really, who's new to the Xbox?
Nobody at this point?
Pretty much. But there could be people out there like you who've had an Xbox but haven't played much lately, I guess.
That's true. I mostly use mine for watching streaming stuff, Hulu and Netflix, and that's really all I use it for anymore.
It's very useful.
I'm
just saying. All right, the SNES Classic Edition was announced, including 21 games, the never-released Star Fox 2, and longer chords for $79.99. Good luck finding one, since Nintendo is still ridiculous and is only making a limited run.
Yeah. They're stupid about that.
I'm not sure why they're doing that.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you create more desire when you have less product.
Yeah, but I
Sort
don't.
of.
I feel like they just piss people off because people who want, like, the fact that it's hard to find doesn't make me want it more. Like, I've always been a fan of Nintendo. I have a Wii U right now. Like, I would probably get a Switch at some point, but obviously I can't if I can't find it. So
Yeah.
they're losing money from people who, yeah.
I mean, that's how I feel about it personally as well. I just feel like if I have to work to find one, I'm probably not going to try.
Right.
I'm just not that dedicated.
Right. And they're making the same amount of money regardless. It's people who buy them and then sell them for twice as much on eBay that are making more money.
Right. That's
Whatever.
True. That's very true.
It's just dumb.
I agree. It is dumb. Get your shit together, Nintendo.
Yeah.
So say we all. All right, the next news item is Diablo 3 got a $15 add-on this week with the release of the Rise of the Necromancer pack, adding a new playable character, new sweet loot, and 2 extra character slots for you to enjoy. Blizzard is finally charging customers for the patch, but keep in mind the years of free stuff you have already gotten. I don't think that's going to appease the nerds, but it's a very good try.
It is.
And I get it. It's not like it's just a patch. It's an expansion, so
right.
Pay for it.
Yeah, patches should be free.
Yeah.
Because patches are generally just fixing shit that you did wrong in the first place. So, yeah.
Next is the Steam sale has taken the world by storm, per usual. So, what did you all get? Which, by the way, I totally asked this in the Dork Pride Worldwide Facebook group, and no one responded except for John Latch to tell me that he doesn't video game. I know, John. I know. The question wasn't for you. Whatever. I guess I'm just glad somebody responded, period, full stop. Whatever. All right, back to the news. Little tangent there. Xbox Live games with gold for June are about to run out, so make sure you get your complimentary stuff and then snag new games on the 1st. And that's on Saturday, guys. The 1st is on Saturday, so.
Oh, shit, it is, isn't it?
Get yo shit. Yeah, there's a variety show happening on Saturday if you want to come down.
Sure. Well, you totally will.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Mm-hmm. Save me a seat.
Okay. Right. Blythe, shit, that's me, is streaming a lot on Mixer. Shit, that's true. So give Blythe Renee a follow. Shit, that's still me. And also one over to Yenzer and Cowboy Gabe to convince them or me or whatever to stream more often. Yeah, follow people who don't stream. Yenzer, just stream. What are you doing? You're playing the games. All you have to do is click the button to turn on the stream. Like, beyond that, like, literally, who cares? You don't even have to put on makeup like us. Fucking do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. All right. Hey, remember the kid in Iron Man 2 that was wearing an Iron Man mask and stood down one of the robots before being saved by Tony Stark? Well, those tinfoil hatters got their day in the sun as Tom Holland confirmed from Kevin. Damn it, I never know how to pronounce his last name. I always want to say Feige, and I'm not sure if that's true. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. That the sea lad, the small lad, the wee lad. I'll bet he meant wee lad. Tom Holland confirmed from Kevin Feige that the wee lad was in fact a young Peter Parker. Hope that info wasn't a spoiler for Homecoming next week, which looks amazing. Cue air horns.
Nice air horn.
Thank you.
Effect.
All right. We're almost to the end, guys. Just a couple more. Thank you for sticking with us. Quick wrestling thought. You want to get The pronunciation guide he gave me does not look anything like the actual name.
Nope.
And is it Ozka or Azka?
Because I would say Asuka.
It's spelled Asuka. But
I'm guessing that's not how it's said, since he
clearly
specifically put in the pronunciation.
All right, quick wrestling thought. You want to get Asuka
That person.
or Asuka or Asuka or whatever the fuck this person's name is. You want to get her over when she goes to the main roster? Put that girl with Paul Heyman as her advocate. Let him talk. She can stand there and smile. WWE can print money. You're welcome. I'm sure there are people out there who understood what the fuck he meant. I'm not one of them. Neither is Amanda.
Nope. All I heard was, let the man talk for the woman. She should just stand there and look pretty. That's what I got out of that. Very not feminist. Good job, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, I hope you are listening to this either now or later. Go fuck yourself, buddy. Okay, all right. In personal and breaking news, I have been invited to join the Starspace 46 Board of Directors. So if you ever wind up in OKC, then hit me up for info about co-working spaces. Yay, Jeps!
That's pretty cool.
Board of Directors! That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone congratulate Yenzer on Twitter or the Facebooks, because that is a cool thing. All right, last note is, well, that's enough for me. Those of the American persuasion should be wished a safe and happy holiday. I'll catch you fuckers on the flip side. And that was the news, according to Jeff.
It was indeed. Well, that means that now it is time for not the news, because that's what we've never called it, but a letter from Rissy.
All right, shut up, okay?
Nope. Probably won't do that.
Read the damn thing.
Okay. Hello all, and greetings from the land of always mucus. By that I mean I've been dealing with, just wait. By that I mean I've been dealing with a nasty head cold this past week. I'm mostly past the mucus clogging up all of my nasal and sinus passages such that I dread going to sleep for fear that I'll stop breathing and die stage of illness, and moved on to the mucus wants to exit my body but only on its own terms stage. Lots of mucus here is what I'm saying. Right now, the phlegm is making a cozy nest somewhere in the back of my throat, and after it reaches a certain mass, I can either swallow it down like a good girl, wink, or wharf it up. They'll both require a great deal of effort and the making of disgusting sounds as I either gulp forcefully or nasally bear down to churn mucus into spit butter. BT dubs, I hope you ate before the podcast. Anyway, I've mostly been choosing the path of wharfing because shit, I don't want any more mucus clogging at my inside holes. Interestingly enough, when I can finally expectorate, it takes some very interesting shapes. No two ever the same. I don't want to read more, but there's so much more.
No, much more?
There's so much more.
I thought we were getting to the end.
Nope. You wish that we were, but we're not. So Rissy was examining such a glob this morning, and when suddenly it occurred to me that since these congealed secretions came from inside me, they might accurately reflect the greater state of my being in relation to the universe. Yes, I've been taking a lot of decongestants, the good kind with pre-meth in them. And then I could predict my future by reading the number, color, or arrangement of clumps of glycoproteins and trapped bacteria, a kind of mucomancy, if you will.
I will not.
I know. I came up with some test predictions. See what you think.
Oh, God.
There are 3. Number 1. Large green chunk, 2 smaller yellow chunks.
Oh.
Means you will meet a handsome stranger who then turns out to be a sentient slime mold. Number 2. large clear blob speckled with many green flecks. Today is not your day for making risky decisions. Instead, try staying at home and indulging in self-care, like cocooning yourself in a thick blanket, which coincidentally happens to be made of sticky ooze and came out of your head parts. And number 3, gigantic gunk splat that sort of looks like a bird if you stare at it for a while, which means you've got a head cold.
No shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think that clearly the next step is to set up some sort of hotline like 1-900-SNOT-VSN for snot vision obs, so that benighted folk seeking answers can pay me $4.99 for the first minute and $3.99 for each additional minute to hear their tomorrows foretold by coughing up mucus in the skin. Kickstarter coming soon. XOXOXO Rissy.
Please don't kickstart that.
Nobody
Please.
would pay for that.
Yeah, don't. I actually think you're probably wrong. I'm begging everyone else, don't kickstart that shit.
Well, Rissy would never take the effort to actually set up the Kickstarter for it.
You just made me heave a complete sigh of relief. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So I think we're safe because, yeah. I know. She sent this letter pretty early this evening, and I got through like a third maybe and was like, I'm going to have to save this because otherwise I'm not going to want to read any of it, which I still didn't.
Still didn't.
Because
that's real gross.
Gross. So, yeah.
Okay, well, that was the least delightful thing I've seen or heard in a long time. Thank you.
Yeah, so on that note, I think that is going to do it.
Yeah, well,
for episode 53.
Good. I'm done.
Yeah. As always, we want to give a big thank you to Sarah Donner for allowing us to use music off of her latest album, Black Hole Heart.
That is correct. You can join our Facebook or Xbox group by searching Dork Pride Worldwide, or find the group on Twitter at Dorkington or Instagram at Damsels of Dorkington. We're all over the place, guys. Just search Dorkington. You'll get there.
You will. You should also check out our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/Damsels of Dorkington, where besides becoming one of our favorite people, you can also get access to rewards that are only available there.
Like being on a list of super awesome patrons that we thank at the end of the podcast. Amanda, I assume you and Rissy explained the changes last week?
We did.
Great, because I think we did it on the Drunk Pridecast.
Yes.
And I don't know
but we didn't do it
I don't know that it was very effective, so.
Well, we were drunk, so we probably weren't very good at explaining things.
I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it does.
Cool. I guess before we start reading these, I just want to point out that Jeff is very upset that we would dare to suggest that he is anything other than feminist by his statements, because I guess this girl is Japanese. She doesn't speak English very well. So, but she's crazy, crazy talented at actual wrestling. She just doesn't speak very good English. So it's not that he wants her to stand there and look pretty. It's that he wants her to stand there and look pretty. Because he can't understand her. And neither can anyone else. Anyway, on that note, a very special thank you to Elvis Colston. Amanda,
I'm sorry,
that's you.
I know I was catching up on the chat, and then I realized that I
Amanda, you
should be reading on
list of people. You know them. You don't even need a list for this.
No. John Haight,
Mary Henderson,
Joshua Griffiths,
Richard Hirsch,
and Josh and Jessica Rowell.
That is right. Thank you to those guys especially, but also a giant thank you to these other people. Let's do it like we're underwater. Ready? What? This is completely normal.
Okay.
Thank you to Joseph Harris.
That's your underwater.
Yeah, that's my underwater voice.
Also, thank you to Darren Wilson. I'm in a submarine, so my voice sounds the same as normal.
Thank you to Stephen Kendall. I'm a fishy. Glub glub. Stealing your lines, Amanda. Sorry, not sorry.
I was gonna try to say it with water in my mouth, but
Oh no.
I just would have made a mess.
No,
So,
we should. Yeah.
yeah. So thanks to John Anderson.
You're still
in a submarine. Yep.
All right. Why not? Thank you to the great Luke Ski.
Oh, hey, you're in the submarine with me. Let's just read the names.
Yeah, okay. I love being in the
You're
submarine.
too drunk.
I know. I can't think.
Also, thank you to Jay Teller.
Thank you to Wayne Walls. Look, I got crabby hands. I'm a crab. I'm underwater, and I love Wayne Walls. I don't know what you expect from me.
I don't know either. Also, thank you to Eric Ruggles.
And thank you to Zachary Drake. That was electricity. I'm an electric eel. When I touch myself, there's electricity because I'm so hot. Wait, that's not electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Also, Joe Louie.
And last but not least, Brandon, Katie, and Thomas. David. Thank you guys. That's their last name. That's not another person. David is not another. There's just 3 people. But they're all under the sea. Under the sea.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, for this impromptu drunk Pridecast.
Shh. I'm not drunk.
For Blythe at the end.
No.
We'll see you all next week when maybe Blythe will be sober, but we guarantee nothing. A deuces.
A jetpack. Hang on, I have to press the button.
I know.